Hey guys, it's Ben. It is Monday afternoon. Kind of changing it up a little bit today. Decided, to do the video outside of my car this time. You know, Nice change of pace. Speaking of changes of pace, I realized that this YouTube channel probably is not dynamic enough. I've known that for a while. But just giving you all a heads up, I am making plans to make this channel a lot better than what it is. So that's something right there. Update, the posters are on their way to me right now through the mail. The posters for those who backed the secret tier. I'm going to give them one last look over, and then they will be mailed out, and you guys are going to be emailed immediately after I mail them out to let you guys know about estimated shipping date, estimated delivery date, etc., etc. So that's good stuff. Outlaw Nights is currently sitting at 24% funded. We've got 26 days left. Around 5 p.m. today, that turns to 25 days. I started this campaign at midnight of one day, and for whatever bizarre reason that I can't figure out, Indiegogo has this whole different timetable set up. So it's like a day passes. For them, it's like it hits the day has passed mark at what do you call it? At around like 5 p.m. for me, which is just really bizarre. But we got that. Yeah, I didn't do any videos over the weekend. I felt like it would just be kind of a waste. Because I really didn't have much to talk about, at least then. So yeah, I've pretty much wrapped up with Smallville. I'm on the last episode. So yeah, as the series went on, I noticed a lot of isms that I think kind of. Yeah, it's like I could see the DNA of the future Arrowverse shows and stuff in a lot of the stuff from the last couple seasons of Smallville. First off, Doomsday. What the hell, people? I get that the WB loves relationship drama and melodrama. That's like their main kick. I get that, if it's coming from WB, even if it's a superhero show, it's gonna be a lot like One Tree Hill. I get that, but to take a superpowered apocalyptic monster and turn him into kind of this Beauty and the Beast parallel, and make it to where like the one weakness of this monster is Chloe Sullivan. God, that was so stupid. I'm sorry. This was a good show. This is disappointing. It was so effing dumb, and it was an entire season of that. This whole the Doomsday's really a man and he turns into a monster, blah blah blah. Shut up. It kills the illusion for me. And also the fact that Chloe, there's so much of Chloe that felt like I guess it was like the prototype for characters like Felicity on Arrow, in that she went from being the plucky journalist / best friend of Clark to being like the nexus for all of the costumed heroes. Like they all go through Chloe. Like, oh, Chloe, she's the master. She's the best. She's got all the, like she goes from being a journalist to being big brother for everybody in very little time. Kind of, it's that same thing with Felicity where it's like, okay, it's, the fans like this character, so we're gonna go balls to the wall with like giving this character everything. No bueno for me. It's just really lame. Like, I'm sorry, Chloe does not is not a character that fills me with feelings of like, like, oh wow, she's really on her shit, or but well, I mean, she's on it, but I mean, she was a journalist. She was on it in terms of investigation and reporting and all that and doing research. Like, that's her thing. And then like you add on all this stuff, like she's apparently like a better hacker than like, like most members of the federal government. It's like, at least with Felicity, they established from the outset that she was like a superior hacker. So it was like there was no shock in the fact that she was able, or there was no disbelief in the fact that she was able to figure that out. But still, just very just very, very unbelievable, very unconvincing for her character to become so important. Also, related note, what is the deal with Warner Brothers not wanting Green Arrow to end up with Black Canary? I don't get this bizarre, like, I don't get why WB like constantly wants to set the Green Arrow up with all these different new characters. Like, first it's Chloe on Smallville, then on Arrow it's Felicity and all. It's like, I want to see a storyline play out where Green Arrow falls for Black Canary and they get together. The comic book style, right there. Also, just the fact that it'd be nice to see two superheroes in a romantic relationship, as opposed to the constant, a superhero has to be paired off with somebody who's just kind of, overly curious or something, like, it'd be nice to see a different dynamic in the romance department. The whole thing with the way Lana left the show was kind of sad. It made, it was pretty heavy for me, considering they had built up the whole show between Lana and Clark. So when you rip out that dynamic, it does, leave a mark. But overall, I like the fact that they did that, because it would have made the show way too easy and predictable if it's like Lana and Clark just were like, the perfect couple and they just withstood the test of time, blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's good to, that is a good example, in my opinion, of subverting expectations. That's how you do it, Ryan. Yeah, I liked that. A good bit, although it was heavy. Really liked Lois Lane. I thought her character was great. The way she developed, the way she was presented, it was like this was a very real character for me, and I really liked that. You could, it was easy to empathize with her. That's, and that's good storytelling right there. That's when you can create a character that people can identify with, and it doesn't matter if you're the same gender or race as the character. If you can identify with something about that character, the writer has done their job, period. So that's good job. So anyway, all in all, kind of left off Smallville feeling kind of, how do I put it? Bittersweet, I guess. In that, you know, the ending felt like it was really kind of winding down, and I don't know. It was something that it was like I kind of wanted it to keep going, but at the same time I kind of didn't, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it was a good little experience, and it's sad that, you know, that I've reached a point where it's like I have to look backwards to find good shows, or at least shows that I can feel some form of connection with the characters. You know. So anyway, that's pretty much my spiel for today. If you like anything I have to say, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. The link for Outlaw Nights is in the description below. Be sure to click on that, back that if you haven't yet. To everybody who's backed us so far, everybody who's shared it out, thank you so much. It means the world to me. And as always, I will talk to you tomorrow.